And then, of course, there was laser light. My probably most obsessive toy concept I ever worked on. I built so many of these things, and they all produced a simulated laser light show because in those days you just couldn't really use lasers. They were thought of as being too dangerous, and they were brand new. The laser diode had just barely come out, and these were all different little devices that would operate by vibration, um, and create little light show patterns that were really, really cool. And then there were other methods also. Now, this one you could plug into any sound source, and the light show would react to the sound of the music. And it was, it was really, really cool. There are lots of things like this available now. And then I went to these other versions that were air powered. Just by pumping these air bellows, you'd get all these mirrors spinning, and you could create all these cool patterns just with air. And then I had this little teddy bear that had a light show in its chest, and just by pumping his paw where that pump was, you get everything spinning. Now the laptop light show came out just about the time laptop computers were beginning to show up, and this also would project a very cool light show on that white screen. And if you added this mirror inside, it would make a double pattern, and it looked really cool. This was another air version. The top part would open up, and then that front grip you'd pump back and forth to get everything going. Here's another version. By pumping those handles back and forth, that would create all the light show. And another version here, with it's a single pump. And then this device used a handheld laser. When you plugged it in, it also created a light show that reacted to the music. And so here's just some of the ones I built. Now this is a product I invented called the Fountain Cup / Tornado Tumbler. And it was a drinking cup, and when you turned it on, you could mix drinks with it. And it was really cool. And also, if you put a straw inside, a special straw, then the water or the liquid would bubble up just like a conventional drinking fountain. You can see there, it's a little blurry. Anyway, before I licensed this to Hart Enterprises, I licensed it to another company, Hog Wild, and the guy ripped me off. He never paid me a penny. And here you can see his version, which is identical to my version. It was called the Mr. Twister Cup, and he made millions and millions off it. And of course, I didn't get squat from it, not one penny. And he even went on to build another one at a later time, which he called the Moo Mixer. And this one had a larger capacity, and the handle came down instead of coming up. And it really, really hurt to lose out on so much money. But this guy got it in the end because 2 years later he got Parkinson's disease. Now, Long Rangers was a toy that was designed to allow you to play catch over a great distance. Like, how about being able to play catch the length of a football field or farther? So this thing basically, kind of like a football with the ends cut off, and inside there were two motors and two fans. They spun in opposite directions, so there was no torque. And right before you threw it, you'd hit a little button, and each time you hit the button, it would make this thing run for 1 second. So you would determine, well, I think it's going to take 3 seconds of boost to get to my intended target, or the other guy that was going to catch it. So you punch the button 3 times, and then you'd throw it. Now, the Magnetract Trainer was a boxing training device that used super, super high power magnets to attract the thing you hit. Now, here's the highest resistance, and here's the lowest resistance. And here's the actual prototype that I built. And it was really cool. So here you can see my prototype, and I don't have it mounted on a wall, but here's the one magnet. So right now it's cranked up all the way, and it's really hard to move it. A little easier. A little easier. So as you can see, you could adjust it to anything you wanted. It was really quite cool. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.